Warning: the following podcast may contain the following offensive words or phrases.
Shit. Fuck. Cunt. Pussy. Ass Tom Brady crack ass nigga!
Thank you. Welcome to the Where's Buffy podcast, where we're built for comfort and not for speed.
Hashtag shooting the five.
Yeah, it's the Where's Buffy podcast, where we're built for comfort.
And not for speed, you old speeding around my neighborhood, looking hella suspicious. I don't like you. I don't like your loud music. I don't like your rims. I don't like your gaudy jewelry. And I know for a fact that you preach somewhere on Sundays. Resurrection Sunday, bitch.
Huh.
It's always a preacher.
Or I am LFam79 in your social media choice, aka the R. Anderson of podcast, aka Captain Brew Albano, aka Brew Diamond Phillips, aka Thicky the Dragon Steamboat, aka Pod Shampoo, God's favorite podcaster, aka Potty Piper, I'm here to podcast Chew Bubblegum, and I'm all out of 15 Nice, and my tag team partner.
It's your boy Fat Boy Diz, aka Dizzy from B More, aka Diz DeJourno, the most finger waviest, aka Johnny Cochran. If the glove don't fit, I will not hit. I'm not a normal nigga. I smoke cigars, I use rubbers, and one day I'm gonna get a haircut.
One day.
Shout out to Broccoli Balboa.
Yep.
Shout out to Mav Damon.
Yep.
Shout out to LK.
Yep.
Elbow Deep. We don't have our usual cast of characters today, but we do got a special guest. Normally this would be Mav's bag, but I'll jump into it. Producer extraordinaire, sometimes vlogger, Twitter champion. I follow a nigga on Twitter, some of the best tweets I've ever seen. We got J Soul, Black Sinatra in the motherfucking building, man.
Yeah. Man? What's happening, fellas? Appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Man, appreciate you finally coming on, man. We were just telling a story offline about how I've been trying to get you on the show. Well, I think we both have been trying to get you on the show for a little while now, man.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to do it, right? Ain't nobody doing nothing now.
Yeah, right. Captive. You know what I mean? Definitely, man. So we'll get right into it, right? So I know you do hip hop beats, right?
Yeah.
Soulful shit. But I want to talk about that Neutronic Soul Suite project, man. Like what inspired you? All right, describe what that is to the people first, and then tell us what inspired you to do that type of project.
Yeah, so like the Neutronic Suite is basically it's a fusion album. It's like a new jazz kind of record. And it has like hints of like Afrofuturism and an Afro beat, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I've always been, I'm a soul artist too, I've been, a soul vocalist for years. And so I've always been into wanting to do something like that. But, I kind of had to develop my style and figure out what the sound was going to be. But once I did, then, it took me a little bit of time, but I kind of started putting it together, got the cast of characters together for the record, and we made it happen, man. Like I was real happy with the way it turned out, Okay. But it is different though. It ain't like the regular hip hop or regular R&B kind of stuff,
Right. It's crazy when you say cast of characters. The guy Eric Roberson is on there.
Yeah.
And for me, like, I know a lot of people is down with Yo, but I wasn't really down with Yo until I heard this. And then you also put me on with, I can't think of the ladies, I think her name's like Sarita or Sai something.
Yeah, Sai Smith.
Sai Smith, you put me on with her as well.
Yeah.
Another dope artist, yo.
Yeah, she's incredible, man. Like both of them are considered like when it comes to the indie soul game, what I mean, like the Dwellers and all that, and the Raheem Devons, like Eric Roberson is considered the king of indie soul, and Sai Smith is considered the queen of indie soul because of their grind, what they've been able to do over the years. Like they have extensive history in the game, and they were like some of the first to ever do the indie soul thing. So that's why they earned that title, you know, and they just happen to be friends of mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope.
I feel like I heard both of them from. I think the first I heard of both of those artists were foreign exchange projects.
Yeah, they were both on there, but they've also had their own individual things happening way before that. Like I know Eric Roberson, he used to write for like 112, and he was like in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And the Magnificent album, the DJ Jazzy Jeff record, he was all over that first album. He wrote a lot of those songs. He performed on a lot of those songs. And Cy Smith, you know, she's been around for years too. She was touring with Whitney Houston for a while, and like she's got an extensive background. She did a lot of like TV shows and stuff like that, intros and music. And I think like if you guys watch the Chappelle Show, y'all remember that skit on the Nigga Family?
Yes.
That N-I-G-G-A-I is
Yeah.
like that was her. That was her.
Word.
She was on the vocals.
Okay.
For that. Yeah, so
You,
know what I
you
mean?
mean the nigga
So-
from work?
yeah, right, yeah.
Right.
Like she's been around for a very, very long time. So I was happy to have both of them.
Dope. Shout out on our members, Broccoli Balboa joining in.
What's going on, man?
Peace.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, everybody? Peace. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, nigga.
Easter. 100%. Yo, it's I see you. I see you had Dilla there behind you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh man.
Got Mad Lib over here. You know what I'm saying? Right here. You know what I mean?
Word.
Yo, Madlib is stupid.
See, Mad Lib right there. Dilla. I got the you know, everybody got that Rough Draft poster right there. You know what I mean? So.
Yo, so other than of course those two gentlemen, who would you I guess say your influences were?
Like as far as production is concerned, obviously, you know, between them two, you know, Primo, Pete Rock, Q-Tip, and Flying Lotus. Those are like my major influences.
What instruments do you play?
It's interesting.
I mean, I don't really play nothing well. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the what's the jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, that's me. I can do just enough on everything to kind of get what I need to get done, but you know, I don't play nothing great. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your dream placement, like collaboration or whatever? Who would you like to work with that you haven't so far?
A dream placement. Yo, I probably would want to do something with Erykah Badu for real.
It's a good pick.
You know, Erykah maybe. I'm thinking like I don't know if you guys are hip to her, but it's a young lady out of LA named Georgia Ann Muldrow. She was like an understudy for under Dilla before he passed away.
Okay.
But like her, like I like a lot of underground cats, so I'll be naming names and cats won't even know who they is for real, you know what I mean? But they definitely somebody, you know what I mean?
Right. If I do, that'll be
That nigga trying to play in that bedroom, cuz.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I met her a long time ago. You know, when I was doing the singing thing, you know what I'm saying? Like we've come across each other many times, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I got stories, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of those stories is true. Like, don't look at her eyes, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I believe it.
That's very true. You know
I believe it.
That's very true.
That seemed like a scary situation.
Yeah. If you in close quarters with her, like I was on the tour bus with her, and it was just me and her, and we was just talking. Well, I thought it was just me and her. And so we was just like talking or whatever, and we were vibing for like a good half an hour. Nothing serious, you know, just talking. And then Carmen come walking out the back. I didn't even know he was back there. You'll come out with the feet out, you know what I'm saying, talking about peace. You know what I'm saying? I was already here with Erykah, though. I was like, man.
Hey, look, nigga, I'm in love. Come back later.
Right.
He might have saved you, though. He might have saved your life.
He probably did.
Saved his soul and shit, man.
Yo.
He probably did.
Nah, I say you go ahead and dip your toes in that water. Let us know how the story is. That's a whole better story if Colin don't
That's a
come around
succubus right there, Jack.
Man, she's a beautiful person though, man. You know, real good heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, super honest. She comes across as.
Yeah.
Like she don't got a whole bunch of cut cards and whatnot.
Oh nah. She's straight to the point. You know.
I'm telling you now, if they start selling the vagina incense again, hopping on it real fast.
This nigga
I'm getting on it this time, nigga. I'm not playing, yo.
Yeah, this nigga is gonna be the emergency room for he done burnt his mouth on the incense.
Right.
Yo, all right. So it's been a week. We usually set it off with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Man, what you niggas got this week, man? What was good this week?
Good.
That battle.
What'd you say?
The battle, G.
That's obvious, yo. Like that shit was. If you wanted to tell somebody that never heard hip hop before what hip hop is, nigga, that's it. Battle.
I mean, yeah, yo, and the good thing is that it lived up to it. You know what I'm saying? You know how people hype shit up and it be phony. You know what I mean? Like they did play the joints. You know what I'm saying? The ones that you came to hear. You feel me?
A couple of them they played late, and we'll talk about that later.
It was a couple missteps, but we'll talk. We get to that.
Yeah. Bad. We still in the house, man. We still in the house.
I think ugly is these motherfuckers out here that I get it. You want to go outside, my nigga. But like they really putting pressure on these motherfucking politicians to lift these shits. And then when all these motherfuckers start dying, but these are the same, you know what? Fuck it. They the same motherfuckers that be like, Granny was on her last leg anyway. You know what I mean?
Yo,
so
I'm gonna tell you the ugly this week, and we'll get to a little more sports later on, man. These dummies, and this is my squad, but these dummies, Dak and Zeke, these niggas throw a birthday party yesterday.
Allegedly.
Come on, fellas. No. Beretta did that.
That's fine. No.
My
That's
nigga.
cool.
My
but
nigga.
them niggas gonna all have COVID. They keep fucking around.
Yeah, you right. You right.
Shit.
Y'all seen the wildest thing this week? It was, you know, I do face swaps or whatever on like, I guess it's a filter on what's the not TikTok, what's the
Snapchat
on Snap, right?
Yeah.
They did hair swaps with like running backs and quarterbacks. Nigga, they did Dak and Zeke, which looked wild, but they did Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson. My nigga, with the Jerry curl,
that nigga
Marshawn,
like a pimp.
he looked like he beat hoes. He definitely looked like he beat hoes. He looked like a hand layer. Yo.
And he from the Bay too?
Oh, he come out there talking about, hey, cuz, man, I'm just out here, you know what I mean, doing what I got to do and handle my business, cuz. I'm here so I don't get fined.
Oh, man, Sugar Free say, I'm so soft. I'm so soft.
Yo, the sugar-free memes, right? The sugar-free memes are so deceptive. There was a documentary a long time ago they did on MTV. They were interviewing Outkast, and they were talking about MC Hammer. It was like, niggas be talking crazy about Hammer.
Yeah.
Run up on it. That's how I feel about Sugar Free. That's how light-skinned niggas act, and this nigga like this, run up on Sugar Free.
Oh, Sugar Free a jail nigga, man.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Yeah, whole
Just
jail
got a
nigga.
perm. Just got a
He had
perm.
finger waves too, you know what I'm saying?
He did. And he had them French tips, nigga. I was like, oh, man, come on, Sugar. You
Talking about this right here?
Yes. Yes.
Real quick, Marshawn Pimp name. Everybody, what do you think Marshawn Pimp name would be, yo?
Heavy hands.
Heavy hands?
Yeah.
I think it's, what you say?
Yeah, I think Heavy Hands is a good one for him, man.
I say Pimpin' Bill. He like a William.
He like a William.
Pimpin' Bill.
Pimpin' Bill.
Pimpin' Bill. Pimpin' Bill coming.
All right, man. We're going to jump into my favorite segment of the show.
Yeah.
The release. Yeah, that's that. I don't know if it translates with the "we not here together." It's weird. It's still weird.
Yeah, it's a little different.
I ain't gonna lie. So
I don't know what's happening right now. So.
All right, so the release is a segment where we put the folks listening or watching at home on to something dope that came out this week. Brother Diz, what you got?
Man, my release this week, I'm sorry, but Trolls Worldwide is out. It's one of the Trolls was movie that me and my daughter enjoyed thoroughly. Watch it all the fucking time. And so the significance of this is not just as a sequel or whatever, but that it never came out in the movies. And I'm sure so straight to DVD, straight to on demand has always been a negative connotation. It meant the movie flopped or didn't do well. And when it goes to those, when it goes to the people that watch it before niggas and shit. But this is going to be the new normal. Real shit. Like you pay $20, which is really cheaper than going to the movies for me and mine and shit, and then you have it for a couple days to rent it. So yeah, that's really. I mean, the movie's great, but the significance is that it's probably our new normal.
So for me, everybody been Netflixing, right? Niggas know I'm a wrestling fan. The Big Show has his own sitcom called The Big Show Show. It's him and his family or whatever, and his homeboy is Urkel.
Is who?
Urkel. Jaleel White.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a funny little sitcom. Yo, Big Show made for the sitcom life. Like it's a traditional like.
Is he acting like Urkel or is he acting like?
Nah. He's just a dude. Yeah.
I don't think that this nigga, the way he talks about Urkel is like he feels like that was a dark time in his life, nigga. I don't think we're never gonna see Urkel again. I don't know for how much money it would take to get him to do Urkel.
Blow off his suspenders and shit.
That nigga was in a movie called Who Made the Potato Salad. He'd definitely go back to Urkel.
What'd you say?
I said this nigga did a movie called Who Made the Potato Salad. He will definitely go back to Steve Urkel. If you ever see, it's a scene online. If you look it up, yo, it's a very, very funny scene. It got
I've seen that. I've actually seen that.
Chauncey from I can't think of the name. Chauncey from Menace. Pinky. Yeah. He the father. And nigga, they was just in there. D. Ray Davis is in the scene. It is a very funny scene. If you do not watch the entire movie.
Yo, real quick though, what's that nigga name?
Clifton Powell, right?
Huh?
Hey, Clifton Powell, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he Cuddy in Dead Presidents? All right, it's Sleazebag, yo.
Like and he
yo.
Did they got choked out by Rock?
Yeah, yo, we had him up against the door. I'll break your back.
I'll break your back.
Like, oh my gosh, this sounds suggestive. Charles, you wildin'. Eleanor. No, Joey. Yo, Rock was an amazing show.
Not just was filmed from Baltimore.
Brother Brock, anything? What you got this week?
I ain't had too much time, but I just glanced at goddamn Tory Lanez dropped something. Not that I'm a big Tory Lanez fan.
Oh, I'm a Tory Lanez fan now.
Oh, just because the quarantine radio? Yeah, I was just going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time, that's an amazing job to promote the project that he got coming out. You feel me? Like, a lot of people probably forgot about Tory Lanez, you know what I'm saying? And woke him back up.
Did they, was that, you think that whole thing was a work? That he got shut down and then they opened him right back up? Pause.
Yeah. Pause.
I don't think it was a work, but I gotta rebut something though. Pause. Like, I don't think niggas forgot about Tory Lanez because you gotta remember he got a new hairline recently before all this shit went down and shit. Like that nigga head came back like
that nigga Corey Lanez and shit.
Right.
Who is this nigga?
Who is this
nigga?
Man, him and Deion Sanders has the greatest hairline comebacks I've ever seen, man. Like I've ever seen.
LeBron's comeback was great.
They look bad. We all know them. Niggas be like the
right. You can see LeBron's like every game. You feel me? But
has he been active on social media during the Quarantino?
That shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm watching.
I'm ready to check him out because do he got the nigga dropping on the hair surgeon getting dropped off?
Oh no, he stayed with the do-rag on.
Yeah,
he stayed with the do-rag on.
Fair. I've done quite a bit of these Zooms and I've seen a lot of hats and do-rags, my nigga. A lot of hats and do-rags. 100%.
Keep it
Nigga,
low, man.
I'll never get a beard, nigga. I can tell because of this. Like, I got this, but there's nothing here, nigga. You feel me?
So I guess that thing, never mind. That's a myth, huh?
No, it's a myth.
Yeah, it's a myth.
My tongue is hairy.
Pew.
Baby, I'm just playing.
Outstanding. Brother J Soul, is there anything dope that came out recently that you are a fan of to put niggas onto?
Yeah, man. I recently, I think I got two things, if it's cool. One is Thundercat. I don't know if anybody's familiar with him.
I talked about that last week.
Yeah, that was Brother Brock's release last week.
Yeah, he just put out a record called "It Is What It Is," and that's incredible. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, it's been about going on like a week and a half now. But I dropped the beat tape. You feel me? Like beat treats. You know, if everybody want to check that out, you know, J Soul beat treats. You feel me?
Okay.
Where's that?
Where can we see that? Where can we find it?
It's everywhere. It's streaming everywhere. It's on all of the major streaming sites. Tidal, you know what I mean? Everything.
Say that again. What is it called?
It's called Beat Treats. Just like a beat and then treats. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Got you.
And I got a special edition on my Bandcamp. And it's just jsoulmusic.bandcamp.com, you know, regular stuff. But that one has like 4 extra tracks on it. And I got Jamil Honesty on there doing a cut.
Okay.
They just recently featured on Sway in the Morning. I found out last week. So, you know, anybody want to check it out? Check it out. You know what I mean? It's there.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. That reminds me. All of our homeboy, Jay Royale has a song with oh God.
Can't see it too good.
Gazoo.
Yo fam, can't see it.
With Skyzoo the writer, my bad.
Okay.
Yes, with Skyzoo, he just dropped a video for it. The shit is dope. Check it out. We had Skyzoo on the show, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's a dope ass video. Good look.
The record's fire.
Yeah,
the record is fire.
Record's fire.
Yo, this nigga Skyzoo is the model of consistency, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, never puts out anything whack, and it's always like he's always come with a project consistently almost every year.
Yeah.
That nigga.
I mean, his last project was with Pete Rock. I mean,
right.
You don't get no better than that. You feel me? Like,
and he got a lot of love for the city, for Baltimore, man.
He does.
Yeah, he do. Absolutely.
He does. He had the good villain on. You know what I'm saying?
Had the good villain on the video. Yep.
Representing shout out to brother Feeve.
Shout out brother Feeve, nigga. You need hit niggas up. Congratulations. I guess by the time this is out, congrats, nigga.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. You know what I mean? And shout out to Shem. You know what I mean? He was on the show last week, man. The good villains. They family. You know what I mean? So shout out to them niggas. We've been watching movies nonstop. Movies, TV. That's gonna take us into this week's Shooting the 5.
Hashtag ST5. Hashtag Shoot the 5. At Where's Buffy on everything. Where's Buffy on Instagram? Where's Buffy on Twitter? Where's Buffy all at the bottom of your mother's bag of grass that she bought for $40, but it's 2 grams short.
Huh.
That should come in the middle of the envelope, yo.
Right. A lid. That's a lid. It's a lid.
That's wild. That's wild. Huh? I got something for you. Nah, we've been watching a bunch of movies nonstop. I've been weird about stuff like my wife's always like, yo, let's watch this movie. Let's watch this movie. And sometimes I would just rather watch something. I don't know why. Like one of my favorites, man. So this week is top 5 movies you've seen 1,000 times. As I set it off, Harlem Nights, I'll watch 7 million times.
Good pick.
Pulp Fiction, I will watch 7 million times. Spaceballs, I've watched 7 million times. I watched it the other night.
I can't get through Spaceballs, yo.
Really?
I can't.
Man, when them niggas was in the desert with the combs, he said comb the desert. And then the niggas had to pick.
I've watched Spaceballs, let's say 10 times, but I watched it in 30 pieces. I just can't. I don't know, yo. No.
Number 2, Coming to America.
Yes, sir.
And the number 1 movie I think I've watched 7 million times, even though it's one of the longest movies. It's one of my favorite movies. Malcolm X, I can watch.
Nigga, what the fuck? You
Every
took
time it come on.
3 of my shit.
Took your whole list, shorty.
Fake me and shit. I gotta change this shit real quick. God damn, nigga.
All right, while Brock doing this joint over.
I changed it, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Number 5, House Party, the first one.
Oh shit.
Number 4, Mission Impossible.
Okay.
Number 3 is gonna get me judged. I don't give a fuck. The Devil Wears Prada. Shout out to Emily Blunt. That might be my favorite white woman.
You one of them niggas.
Yeah, spicy.
You one of them niggas.
That's a good movie, nigga.
Spicy. You always watch this stuff.
Number 2, Bad Boys, the first one. And number 1, OG, Friday. The first time
I tried to stay away from that one.
Nigga, the first time I saw Friday, we was my cousin's grandmother had this package of cable where she got pay-per-view for free, but this is when pay-per-view ran shit on a loop. We watched that bitch like 10 times in a row, yo. Like 10 times in a row. That shit was awesome, yo. Friday.
Y'all was watching that Spice Channel too, wasn't y'all?
We can't watch that together.
I don't know who you talking about.
Me and Ricky and shit.
Yeah, y'all was.
Fuck you.
Ew.
All right, yo. I got Coming to America. You know what I'm saying? Pulp Fiction. Malcolm X, and I ain't even gonna change it. I'm gonna be true to myself. You feel me? So those are 3 that we share together. Anchorman, and Black Dynamite.
Ooh, I just watched that the other day.
We watched that shit all summer in 2011 and shit.
Oh, honorable mention to Half Baked, yo.
No.
Well, Black Dynamite, I sell drugs in the community.
Godfather, the Godfather is one that I watch all the time. Like, if it come on, I try to watch the whole thing.
Yo, when they be playing that Godfather trilogy, the
all three in one. Yeah,
nigga, you stuck in the house.
That I can't do.
Shit, I've done it. Fuck that.
I done it before.
Brother J Soul, what you got, man?
For me, well, y'all named a couple of them already, but probably I think number 5 is Coming to America. I think number 4 for me is Godfather 2. Number 3 is Casino.
Oh,
every single time it comes on.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Number 2 is Harlem Nights.
Okay.
And number 1, I don't even know if Cat's really even seen this, but this is like my personal favorite movie of all time. And it's the original Car Wash, the one from 1974.
Okay, yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah, like I get right, piss, right. Like I can literally watch that movie all day, every day. I don't know what it is, but I just love it. The soundtrack.
Is that one of the first movies where that the soundtrack was like really, really big?
Yeah, the soundtrack. The soundtrack came out before the movie, and that soundtrack made people go to the movies. That's why the movie became popular. Is because of the soundtrack.
Well, Superfly was good. Was a Curtis Mayfield album, right?
Yeah. Well, he did the score for it. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, is that the GOAT? What's the best soundtrack of all time? Just randomly.
I like Love Jones.
It's Car Wash, man. I'm telling you, it's Car Wash.
I gotta go with I'm going with Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. Nigga, Willie Hutch is that nigga.
Oh, he is.
Willie Hutch is that nigga.
I'm not some Willie Hutch. Yeah.
Damn,
I've definitely sampled Willie Hutch a whole bunch of times.
The best movie soundtrack of all time. I'm gonna go with what's the Def Jam one about the tour life?
The Show or
The Show.
Backstage?
Hold up.
Shit.
I got one for you. I got Belly.
Belly. I'm going with Belly.
Above the Rim too.
Above the Rim is great, but I'm gonna have to go with Belly.
Here comes the boom.
I'm an old school R&B dude too, man. So that's probably why I picked Car Wash.
Yo,
No judgment, but Yeah,
Nigga, a really good R&B joint from the 90s was Mo Money. That Mo Money soundtrack was serious.
Juice had a great soundtrack, man.
Yes, it did.
Love Jones was the joint, yo. Love Jones, man.
Love Jones, I think the soundtrack might have been better than the movie.
Was that the Penny in the Hole?
Yes.
Don't do that, yo. Don't do that. Yo. Love Jones was a great movie, nigga.
Matter of fact, that's a movie I can watch over and over again too. I forgot all about Love Jones, but that's one of them I can watch all the time.
Yo, Love Jones sparked an entire movement for real.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that whole thing. That's
are you hear me, y'all? Oh, shoom.
You feel me?
Yeah, that nigga,
Brother to the night on your ass, nigga.
right.
That nigga looks the same, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Councilman Tate.
Lorenz Tate looks the same, my nigga.
Councilman Tate has not aged, nigga.
He hasn't, yo. That nigga might be a vampire, yo.
Neil Long smoked fugs, y'all.
Way too much. Way too much.
Dang.
Her lips is black.
She still look good though, you know what I mean?
But I was just saying, them black lips. Good Lord.
I don't like no chicks smoke no fugs,
Yo,
y'all.
like if a chick smoke fugs, she could probably fight.
No.
No?
I done seen a bitch get drugged.
If she can smoke a cigarette and it dangle off her lip while she talks, she can fight.
Oh, that nigga can fight. She might can fix your car.
She can throw hands.
Nigga, you ever kissed a girl that smokes cigarettes?
Nah.
When
yo.
as a smoker, yeah. When I was smoking, yeah. This is a long time ago. Long time ago.
Long time ago, huh?
Yeah, I ain't smoked fugs. It's been 11 years for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Now I kissed a girl that was a smoker, dog. It's you might as well eat one.
It's like an ashtray. yeah.
Just eat an ashtray sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds gross. That's just gross, my nigga. Like
A Newport with cheese, nigga.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, I almost spit out my bourbon. Fuck you.
Newport with cheese, nigga.
All right, man. This week on Instagram, brother 2 Chainz had nothing better to do. Someone asked who won Mercy, and
Mercy.
the nigga 2 Chainz, and I quote, says, "No disrespect, but I killed them boys." Which will take us into who won the record.
Mm-hmm.
Mercy, Kanye West featuring Big Sean, 2 Chainz, and Pusha T. Fellas, who won the record?
So look, right. I got an analogy.
Yo said, yo, look right.
So look right. I got an analogy because, so let's keep it a buck. When Kanye broke that beat down and changed it, it was that little doom. It's like that little disco type beat. When Chainz comes on, he brings the energy back up, right? So y'all remember when DeAndre Jordan dunked on Brandon Knight and made his head bounce off the ground? So everybody remembers that about that record. About that game. But nobody realizes that Blake Griffin had the most points and the most rebounds in that game, right? So the Blake Griffin of this record is Pusha T. Niggas remember Chainz because he came on that bitch and dunked it. But Pusha T won this record.
So I think
you heard
a simpler analogy. A simpler analogy would have been when David Beckham made the one-hand catch. Because they lost that game. Odell Beckham, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Odell Beckham.
When he made that catch against us, they lost that game.
See, Mercy, everybody did well. Sean did well. Kanye did well on that record. Everybody did good. And like I said, it's the Pistons Clippers game is a better analogy because it was like 5 niggas that had 20 points. Chris Paul had 20 points.
But see, it's the thing about this being a record, you know what I'm saying, is that you want people to remember you on the record. It's not about particular stats and shit. We're not counting their metaphors versus each other and shit.
Yeah, because if not, cannabis would be the GOAT.
Yeah.
So for what this record is, yo, I think 2 Chainz told the truth. I think 2 Chainz is right.
Y'all think Chainz won the record?
Yeah, Chainz won the record.
And at the same time,
he didn't have the best bars.
You don't
he was the
realize
most entertaining nigga on the record.
That was the time when they was trying to they was just introducing him to good music and shit.
Right.
That's why they broke that beat down like that. But he stepped up, you know what I'm saying? Like, You
Might
know?
be the only one he's ever beat anybody on.
So
So
do
go ahead and give him that W.
So J Soul, you think he won that record? J Soul, you say he won the record? James won that record?
Hey, look, man, I give it to him. I mean, I can't see no reason why not to. You know what I mean? But if that's his Super Bowl trophy, man, let him have it.
Let him have it. Let him have it. That's fair.
Yo, Pusha T killed that beat though, yo. Pusha did his thing on that shit, dog. Y'all do remember that, right?
Nobody's denying that. No, he had the best bars.
Okay.
But Chains was the most entertaining on that record.
He was.
Yeah.
But he got the alley-oop from Kanye for breaking the beat down and bringing it back with the
Oh,
end.
yeah. They tailor-made that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I think that's a skill.
Well.
That's a skill that, you know what I mean? There's a difference between a beat maker and a producer. You know what I'm saying? One nigga is just going to make that beat, send it off, and you know what I'm saying? But if this nigga composes the record, you know what I'm saying, and knows how to, you know what I'm saying, adjust for what MC does what, man, that's when you get great records.
Word.
And speaking of producers, it's time, fellas.
That time.
It's that time. Last night, April 11th, on the Instagram, a highly promoted battle, beat battle, DJ Premier versus the RZA. I am so upset right now that my cousin is not in here.
Right.
He was pretty adamant. I thought the same. I thought
what was he adamant about?
I thought the same.
Put him on the spot. Put him on the spot, yo.
The RZA was going to lose by a large margin.
Right. Fuck wrong with this nigga, man.
I thought the same thing. I'm gonna. So, first of all, who y'all say won?
Everybody, yo. Hip hop world won.
I mean, in all honesty, it was a tie, yo. Like I can't call it either way. If somebody made an argument, right, the list, yo. Like if somebody made an argument for RZA, you be right. And if
it's
you
preference
for Primo, you be right. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this though. Primo got into a bag at one point in time. In the
yes,
middle.
he did.
Both of them did though.
Ugly.
Nah,
I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Because this nigga Preem back to back. I think it was like maybe 11. He started wilding though.
It was right around. Because I know it's when you're talking about. It's right around. Unbelievable.
When this nigga played Unbelievable,
it was like
Come
round 13.
Clean, Kicking the Door, Above the Clouds, in New York State of Mind, all back to back.
Yeah, that's when that all happened. Yep. Sure
when he played that Big L shit, when he played that?
Early.
Big L. That was round 4.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah, those records.
I had it a tie. I had like 4 pushes and 12-12.
So what were the pushes? What were the rounds that were just too tough to call?
So I had 11 and 12. So Verbal Intercourse versus Nas's Light, Buck 50 versus Remains. Then I had It's Yours and So Ghetto was a push for me. And then Gravel Pit, Christina Aguilera was a push for me.
That was, you know what? I didn't put tie. I just put question marks when I seen that one, yo. Like, what? That was both, like, everybody lost on that round. Like,
I turned it off.
But you gotta remember, though, y'all, I mean, to be fair, that was the extra. Like, they knew that it was stopping at 20, but they was like, yo, let's just keep going. So I kind of judged them off of the 20, not the 27.
But if that's the case, 21, RZA played for 21 and 22, RZA played Cream, and then Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with. Like,
it's still a tie. Shit.
He played those without the 20. Like, after the 20, I was like, what are you? Because when he got to his last 2 records, when he got the I want to say 18, and he was playing
Criminology.
And I was like, that means in my mind, I was like, hold on, this nigga's either not gonna play one of these 2 records.
Mm-hmm.
But then, of course, in the old
and like, to me, that was the one that I couldn't call, because I even put it up on my Facebook. I was like, how do you call Cream versus Mass Appeal? Like, how does that? I can't even call that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's both of those records are too important to say that they're one over the other, yo. Like it's just I couldn't call that one.
That's one of them preference joints. Like I prefer the Cream beat over the Master Pill beat, even though I know what Master Pill is and how big that beat is and that record is. I just that Cream beat is one of them joints that is not a lot of beats in the world that's gonna
sound
be
like
Cream.
that.
It's like a top 20 hip hop beat of all fucking time. But Master Pill is not, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go with Cream on that joint.
I mean, I can agree and shit. You know what I mean? Like
top 20 hip hop beat of all time, J Soul.
Yo, what round did he play?
Master Pill, like
oh yes, we have to
Brooklyn
talk
Zoo
about
not
this.
even his beat.
Yes,
Somebody said that. You know what I'm saying?
True
That's
Master. Yeah, that's a True Master beat.
It went against Come Clean. It went
And
against J.
so,
Root.
my nigga, that makes it a 10-8 round. That's a knockdown.
I like Come Clean better than Brooklyn Zoo anyway, but
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he wins the round, and the nigga played somebody else's beat.
So he had no part in making that beat at all.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's my thing, yo. I kind of feel like I had this argument earlier. I kind of feel like he was producing for everybody and producing everything at that point. And his name was on everything. So it felt like maybe he had something to do with the beat. He just made sure that his mans, since they had something to do with the beat too, they got the credit for publisher's sake. I've seen cats do that too. So it's like, you can't, like we weren't there, so we don't know. You know what I mean?
We just gotta go to paperwork.
Right, we just gotta do, like, it's only the paperwork we can go on. You know
paperwork say True Master. You ain't supposed to play that beat.
You got Scott Storch playing beats against whoever the fuck he was, Manny Fresh, and all he did was play keys on these beats and shit.
Right, you know but we don't have any. What I'm saying is we don't have any proof of his involvement. Like if you go, I went to the Wikipedia yesterday.
Or
he's not listed on. I would have just not played it.
He could have played something else.
Yeah,
he could have played
Daytona 500. He could have played.
Yeah,
he could have played Yours. He could have played Triumph. You know what I'm saying? Like
he played Triumph, right?
But he didn't play it to the bonus.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
The fuck is wrong with Rizzy? That's the problem with these joints, yo.
What
like,
the fuck is wrong with Premier?
I don't think Premier played nothing that, like, Premier's catalog is so fucking long, my nigga. Like, it's hard to narrow that shit down to fucking 20 records. Like,
so do y'all think that
some of them have cultural
stayed within a time period, to be honest? You know what I mean? Like, they didn't. I said they basically stayed within a time period, because if Primo had like gotten his bag, he could have been playing stuff from 2015, 16, 17. He could have been playing the prime stuff.
I'm gonna tell you,
he just did with Griselda. Like, he could have played some stuff. You know?
I wanted him to the two songs I wanted him to play in the extra while they were just playing loose records. I wanted him to play Headlines and Sandra's Rose. And they was like, because a lot of people don't know that he did that Drake record. They was like, hold on, this nigga got a Drake record?
Nigga,
if he didn't put that Sandra Rose shit on, that shit hard as a motherfucker.
I didn't know he did Doobie fucking. I didn't know he did Doobie Ashtray. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit.
Right.
That's one of my. That's really the only fucking record that I know from Devin.
Devin the Dude, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yo, let me ask y'all, is this the best beat battle you sing?
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
By far.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah, I mean, it's
now, to be fair, I always bring up the Swizz Just Blaze because I love the way that Blaze was like showing you how he came up with his beats. I like that. But just bangers, this was the best one.
I mean, I can tell you, man, like, I've been in beat battles before, and the whole approach of like trying to explain how you made a beat don't work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Just Blaze, but it don't work. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, it worked for some, like, it works sometimes.
No, listen, feel me on this. It's like being a gladiator. You gotta think about it like that.
Okay.
If you're in an arena and you facing another gladiator, you're not gonna be trying to explain to the crowd how you learned the technique of swinging your axe. You just gonna swing. You feel me? So, like, the way it works in beat battles is you gotta play your best stuff and your hardest hitting stuff, and you gotta read the crowd. Mm-hmm. The whole talking thing ain't gonna work for you. You know, believe me, I've been there. I did it before. You know what I'm saying? It don't work. You know what I'm saying? So,
yo, I think it's so. Do y'all think these niggas was freestyling, or did they have a playlist? Because there were times where Primo was in his computer. Let me see if.
Yo, Yo, I think they was freestyling. I think RZA was freestyling. And then he had all them issues or whatever. He probably got his mind together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he had all them sound issues and shit. He was moving shit around. Like he was stalling for a reason, yo. Like, man, shit.
I think you know what I honestly think, man. Like just by reading, I think because RZA came out swinging. Like even though he had technical issues, he came out swinging. Yeah. And so I think that Premier, I think he had a game plan. But I think like right around the middle, he was like, "Oh nah," and then you could see him like start looking up in his head, like, "All right, I see what you're doing now," and then he just started going for the heavy stuff, and then that's when he had those 5 rounds where he was just like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like, because he realized at that point, like, yo, because he could keep in mind too, and I'm a producer, that's why I'm worried about this one, but keep in mind too that he could see the comments. RZA could. You feel me?
That's a good.
So he could see what people were saying.
Niggas was saying Royce before he played Boom. Before he played Boom, everybody was putting Royce. I kept saying like everybody kept saying Royce.
Right.
And then he played Boom and shit.
So he kind of had a little bit of an advantage because he could see everything that was coming down, whereas RZA was just playing. You know what I'm saying? And so I think once he saw, I think I want to say, let me see. I want to say right around when he got to like METHOD, man. That's when I seen the wheels moving.
Like, the tiger and shit, nigga.
On his face, and he was just like, nah, yo. And then that's when he played The Evils. He played Unbelievable. Nas is like, that's when he started going on that tear.
When he played that, I'm gonna tell you the missteps for me were the Breaking the Rules. The MOP record was a bad play. I thought he could have. I think I didn't like the Big L record where it was, but when I get to looking at it, like I don't know if you're gonna beat Wu Gambino's a lot. So that might have been an okay play. But some of the records just was weird. The Gangstar remains.
I think that even if I don't think you give up no rounds because them niggas got them kind of catalogs. You can make a nigga. You could either turn it into a push or a person that has a preference. Like for Wu Gambino's, let's say he played The Evils or Nas is like, which Nas is like would have been too early. But you could have got a push on that record versus playing. You can't lose no rounds in this shit, man.
Yeah, not in a battle like that. You're right. Yeah.
Nas's Light was
speaking of that. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nas's Light was the only record I was able to predict. Like I knew.
Oh, verbal intercourse. Yeah.
You're right. Exactly.
That's the only thing he could play to make this an argument.
And you know what's crazy? Everybody I talked to online, Twitter, everything, they all said the same thing. Like that was the moment that we knew Nas was coming, and then he was like we knew it. You know what I mean? He had to. Right. He had to because he was losing. Like everybody looked at it.
Like nigga, hold that. Bye.
Right. Like at that point, you just seen going across the screen 6'3" RZA, 6'3" RZA, 7'2" RZA. Like people was like, and I know that Primo saw that. He was like, oh nah, you know what I mean?
Yo, speaking of that, yo, like how competitive, like cause they talking like real friendly, like they just trying to hold the, like do this for hip hop and shit. How competitive do you think either one of them was and shit? I mean, especially you probably know because you're a beat maker. You know what I'm saying? Like, they both solidified. You feel me?
This meant something. It meant something. It meant something. Trust me.
Okay.
Right. They was too friendly.
Like for the masses, because there's so many people on, they understand because they older, they mature, they more seasoned. They understand that people need to see this kind of camaraderie between two clients.
Okay.
But as a musician,
but secretly they really on some like
as a musician, I can tell you whenever you on a bill or you going up against somebody, even if you're not like I've had times where when I was performing, I would be doing a show with Music Soul Child or I was doing a show with Chrisette Michelle or something like that. Bruh, I was telling my band like it's all left, but I was telling my band, when we go out there, we fitting to crush these boys. You feel me?
Yeah.
That was the whole, the premise behind it. It's just it's a friendly competition thing. But believe me, it mattered.
Right.
Yo, it was. I was sitting in the chat with a bunch of homeboys. you know what I mean, sitting there kicking it and arguing through the whole thing. It was a wonderful time, man. How did y'all niggas enjoy it? What were y'all doing?
So I was on a Zoom with y'all, but I got off because I got scared because I was on my work computer. Then I figured out how to put it on my YouTube. I hit it on YouTube Live. So I watched it on YouTube. So I was going back and forth with Marco Polo and different Zooms and shit. And that was great, man. Just being able to talk about it with everybody, with 180,000 other motherfuckers, man. That was dope, yo. That was dope.
Yeah, I mean, I was same thing. I was on Marco Polo, talking cold cash shit back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, look at your man. He look crazy.
Look bad.
That's what I'm saying. You know, Math ain't here. But yeah, I was talking cold cash shit.
Where you at, Math?
Like, this nigga said,
somewhere
no
social
way.
distancing himself.
Oh, yeah, okay. The podcast got corona and shit. Okay.
That sounds like an X videos social distancing itself.
Yeah, I was actually here in my studio, man. I had everything. I had like prepared a couple of days for this. You feel me? Because it's like big, so I had set up a way. I rigged it so that my interface could go straight through everything, and I had everything playing through my monitors here in the studio.
Loud.
It was real loud. It was real loud.
So the RZA shit being low didn't matter to you, my nigga.
No, it definitely did. I could hear everything. All I had to do was just turn my interface up, and I was good.
Yeah.
We didn't get a whole lot of showmanship from these niggas, which I kind of not that surprised. Primo did try to. He did some cuts. He did the cuts on Dwick, which you know, what I mean, that's legendary
too, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was, but we didn't get a whole lot of like showmanship. I think RZA family came and danced when Wu-Tang Clan 99 came on. But it wasn't a whole lot of showmanship. Did that matter to you?
Nah, because the beats are so good, man. Like this, I don't really think you gotta sell. You know what I mean? Like sell a lot of the shit that Primo and RZA got. You know what I'm saying? I would love it. I would love it, but at the same time, it's just I don't think it's necessary now. You know?
Huh. I kind of liked it that way, actually. Like I liked it raw. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to, pause maybe. But like pause.
I don't know if it's a pause, but it's kind of reckless though. It's kind of reckless.
It's kind of reckless.
But I was just saying like the way that they did a guerrilla style. You feel me? And just fed off each other and just was like,
that might be a pause too.
Like I like.
They gotta do guerrilla style. I pause that shit to you.
I got paused that too. Damn. I gotta wash my mouth around y'all, man.
No, bad. You're definitely bad. It was an amazing battle.
It was, Joe. Definitely.
I thought Preem won, but barely. It was definitely.
But you think Preem won because I really do feel like niggas who think Preem won are niggas who was going in thinking Preem was going to win. Same thing with the RZA niggas. I literally did this shit today, and it's a fucking tie, yo.
It's time.
Yo, that shit gonna be a tie because of certain beats, like just like he just said, Mass Appeal is not that big of a deal to him. Although he acknowledges that it's a great beat. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal culturally to, Fat Boy. You know what I'm saying? Right. But at the same time, he acknowledges it's dope. So it's gonna be some people that when they hear a certain beat, it's like, yo, Cream meant something to me like that. You feel me? Or
it's like sentimental.
Yeah. So
see and that's the thing is this all hit niggas right in the nostalgia button. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You remember where you were when we first heard these motherfucking songs. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I heard Cream for the first time and Liquid Swords. Like I love that Genius album.
The funny thing about that shit, is like you saying you remember where you was when you first heard it, right? Mm-hmm. Even as they playing that shit that night, I still had the same face, nigga. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You still get that face, like, what the fuck is that? Like when I first heard it,
I'm gonna tell you, man. Like the one thing that kind of threw me for a loop was like all through the week, everybody was dogging out RZA. Like, yo, nice. Like everybody kept putting up that little clip you had from Guitar Center, the crazy terrible beat. You feel me? And that's just like, yo, this the RZA that's gonna show up and blah blah blah. I was like, you go to my Facebook page, my Twitter, I promise, like all week long, I was like, yo, stop disrespecting RZA. Trust me, he gonna come hard.
Yeah,
and,
real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like he did. So I was like, anybody that was joking him, y'all gotta eat y'all words right now, bro.
Unless they one of them niggas who was listening to it with an ear that was already
They biased.
Right.
Yeah, they biased. Yeah.
There's a lot of niggas like that.
But I don't talk to them people, so it don't matter. I ain't even have no conversation with them type of cats, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Amazing battle. If you haven't checked it out, it is on YouTube already. Primo versus the RZA. Man, listen, if y'all niggas somehow see this, thank you. Brother Brock, you got a herb for niggas today.
I got a lot of herbs, but nah. I'm currently gonna do I'm gonna do a video tonight actually about mullein root, and there's one called Whorehound. Okay,
Whorehound.
It's a funny name.
I know a couple of those guys.
Yeah, but it does the same thing, you know, for your lungs and things like that. So there's probably a good time for you to start.
Does the same thing as what?
As mullein root.
Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah. So it's a good herb for your lungs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught off guard by this bullshit.
If my mother heard this podcast, she would say, "Sound like your father."
Your father's a herb.
He's a whorehound.
I mean, I'm just saying double entendre.
And a herb. Fuck you, bitch.
All right, man. That's going to take us into Diz on Sports.
Welcome to Diz on Sports, a.k.a. Sports in the Buff, a.k.a. the Not So Skinny on Sports, a stripped-down version of our normal sports segment. Here are the headlines. XFL laid off everybody, nigga. It's over. Shit. But yeah, man, XFL, which was exciting and getting more ratings in DC than the Redskins was, officially is over, man. It's gonna be a lasting impact from this Corona shit, man. The NBA is hosting horse on TV.
What?
Nigga, they're gonna have a horse tournament, nigga. Niggas with indoor pools and outdoor pools and indoor gyms and outdoor gyms, they gonna play horse, nigga, and film the shit. And it's gonna.
I thought you were going with the Ray J shit when you said that. You was
I am, nigga. Yeah, I mean, but ESPN is gonna fucking put it on TV.
That's tonight.
It might be fun though. It might be fun to watch. Yo.
Yeah, it could be.
Only they like cussing.
ESPN need to just go ahead and play the daggone Jordan documentary and get this over with.
Yeah, when is that coming on?
It's supposed to come
in a
on
couple weeks.
I'm waiting for that.
I think the 19th, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think it was done.
Well, it's not a Jordan documentary. It's a Bulls documentary that's last season.
Right, but yeah. I don't think it was like edited and everything.
Really?
Yeah,
No, that's not how movies work, yo. That should have been done. If they had a release date.
Their last season, the guy was in '97.
Yes. Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the movie should have been done. You know what I'm saying? The documentary.
But how many parts is it? Because it's mad parts, right? It's like 10, 11 parts.
Oh, I gotta look it up. But I thought it was like 6 parts. Because they put out the schedule for at least like 5 or 6 episodes. So it might be more. But I'm looking forward to that. Dak and Zeke hosted a party. First of all, Zeke, like he be grabbing white women titties and shit on camera and shit. The little Ewok nigga must be stopped. What is wrong with you? Yo, pay Zach and then pay Dak. Pay Dak, yo. Pay Dak his money. Is he on the contract?
No.
He do what he want then. Fuck with the white man.
That's
so
all.
Look, did he have other players?
Huh?
Was there other players at the party?
We don't know who was there.
If cocaine was there, so was Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin ain't with the cocaine.
They ain't gonna let that go, is he, man? They ain't gonna let that cocaine thing go. I'll be honest. And they were Dallas Cowboys, cocaine is forever. You feel me? Like
Wu-Tang, nigga.
Yo, my nigga, I'm gonna tell you, Michael Irvin, right, is probably my favorite Cowboy, cause he was the leader of those teams when they was winning, like, you know what I mean, the vocal leader of those teams, and like, but when this nigga came to court and the nigga had that mustard colored suit on, yo,
Yeah, he was wilding.
so he's a legend. Yo, last season, they had some sort of special night when we played the Giants and in New York, and they showed Michael Irvin and Lawrence Taylor together. I say, oh my, they about to F the city up.
We in the city.
There's a lot of coke.
Car ain't got no roof.
Yeah.
A lot of coke.
Yo, I didn't
They
realize
cocaine Cowboys for real.
I didn't realize Michael Irvin hair was what it was though until recently. That nigga got a whole rug up there, champ.
Oh yeah.
Yo, real quick. Somebody
That's a piece.
Nigga.
What he bald now?
Investigate. Remember we was looking at the picture and niggas was like, oh my gosh. When we started seeing, we realized that when we was here, I don't know if we were live on the pod or not, but niggas had looked it up. Somebody told you, Diz, to look it up.
Yeah.
You looked it up, and Mike Irvin had looked crazy on the.
He got the lower unit and shit. The lower unit.
Upon further inspection.
Oh wow. I mean, not that it matters, but dang, that's crazy.
Hey, yo, real quick, Mike Conley Sr. So there was a dunk contest with professional athletes that weren't NBA players. Michael Irvin was in it. Deion Sanders was in it.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a clip of that today. Mike Conley Sr. was dunking from the fucking free throw line, nigga, reverse 360s and shit. Bring that shit back because Odell Beckham can dunk. I'm sure it's other niggas, but I've seen Odell Beckham do a reel of him dunking. I want to see other niggas like a amateur dunk contest with athletes.
That ain't never gonna happen.
Nah, sir. Nah, because they sports, their teams ain't gonna let them do it.
Right. Yo, I think I can't remember what athlete it was, yo, but they like had a contract. Like he was worth so much money. Like they were spending so much money on him. It was like hundreds of millions of dollars. They were like, yo, you can't play any pickup games or basketball. The only thing you can play is golf.
Oh, I know what you're talking. I remember that.
Who it was though.
I think it was a baseball player.
Contract?
Yeah, it was a baseball player. It was a baseball player. And he was, baseball, they be making, $200-300 million a contract. So they told him he can't do nothing but play baseball. And they just like, you can't even do that unless you got our uniform on. So you think Beckham dunk a ball? You crazy. You crazy.
Hey, the nigga being on he be doing gay shit in hot tubs and shit. That should be in his contract too.
Yo, niggas ever seen Cal Ripken hoop, yo?
I seen his son hoop.
Or what's the nigga name play for the Chiefs, the quarterback shit? I don't know.
Patty Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes get funky out there, yo. This nigga got handles and all types of shit, yo.
Most of them dudes are like good at other sports though. They
What's the dude that went to Ohio State? Terrell Pryor was Mr.
The baseball player, right?
No, Terrell Pryor was Mr. Basketball in Pennsylvania and played football for Ohio State.
Okay, yeah.
Like he was the best basketball player in Pennsylvania that year and went and played football and shit. Like he's a bad motherfucker.
I think I was just watching something on Deion Sanders, and he was on All the Smoke like last week sometime, and he was saying he was all state in basketball, football,
and track.
And no, it was basketball. He was all state in basketball, football, and track.
Okay.
So he was like he could do it all. You know what I mean?
He's doing Deion, right?
Deion.
Yeah.
Averaging 24 points a game.
Shit, Randy Moss, you know what I mean? He played with White Chocolate and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
a
lot of these niggas,
man. They're world class.
A lot of these niggas played 3-4 different sports, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these niggas is fucking mutants, yo. fucking mutants.
Jackson.
Yeah, these fucking mutants.
Facts.
100%, man. I think that is going to do it for us today. Thank you, brother J Soul.
Appreciate you.
How can the folks?
Thanks, sir.
How can the folks get at you on social media and let them know how they can get those projects as well?
So if you want to check me out on social media, I'm J Soul Black Sinatra on Facebook, J Soul Music on Instagram, and J Soul Sounds on Twitter. So, it's a couple J Souls out there, but if you just Google me, you'll find, what you need to find. As far as the albums, everything is on all of the major platforms. It's on, the titles, the Spotify's, all that. But if you want to support, especially during the COVID time, you feel me? You can go to my Bandcamp page, which is jsoulmusic.bandcamp.com, and you can check out all my entire catalogs on there.
That's what's up, man.
I have stuff on there that's not even on the streaming sites. You know what I mean? So extra.
Hey, yo, definitely follow this nigga on Twitter. He be tweeting at Kenny and them during NBA season. And they be responding to the nigga and shit.
Yeah. I've gotten on what is it, Inside the NBA a couple times, yo.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. I am IlFam79, your social media choice, aka Na'an, and it's a podcast, and aka Captain Brew Albano, Brew Diamond Phillips, Sticky the Dragon, Steamboat, Pod Champ Pod, God's favorite podcast, the Potty Pipe. I'm here to podcast, Chew Bubblegum, and I'm all out of Dente and Ice, and my tag team partner.
Before I get into myself, and I love getting into myself, where'sbuffy.com, where'sbuffy.com, where'sbuffy.com. At Where's Buffy on Instagram, at Where's Buffy on Twitter, Where's Buffy on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment. I be going through responding to all y'all comments. Thank you for everybody that has been joining the Where's Buffy Facebook page. We love y'all and appreciate y'all. Look, Fatboy_DIZZ on Twitter, Fatboy_DIZZ on Instagram. Dizzy from B More, the most finger waviest is not the it's the penis. Johnny Cochran, if the glove don't fit, I will not hit. I'm not a normal nigga. I smoke cigars, I use rubbers, and I'm almost done. There's half a gallon of bullet.
Jesus Christ. That's tonight?
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ! Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, y'all doing it big. Everything big. It's your boy Broccoli Balboa, aka Russell Westbrook, aka Veggie Mill, aka Mr. 51 pounds out of count. Who's counting me because I'm petty dream sauce roll broccoli, all that bullshit. Broccoli_Balboa on Instagram, Broccoli Balboa on Facebook, Herbs Day, check that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And we out of here, man. For me.
Hey man, shout out to Prince Marky D, man, for shouting niggas out this week on his Insta, man. We're gonna get that together and make that work.
Hell yeah.
And we out. AB, take us out.
It's gang. If I don't fuck with you, they don't fuck with you.
Well, I think it's their choice, isn't it?
Man, gang. You know what that means? Gang. Take the L out of lover. It's over, brother.